It's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
And the answer is, would it be fair to say
I
not
mean,
really?
what are we going to do here, guys?
It's really been a struggle.
Are we really going to... Now, why would Harry want to come home? I mean, after all, he has a very delightful wife. He's so deeply in love with her. Isn't he? Didn't he tell us that the greatest love story of all time? This is like J-Lo, guys. The love story never told before. But again, Meghan and Harry have repeatedly told us how much in love they are. Yet why is Harry desperately trying to come back home, even imposing himself on King Charles and whoever it is there? You know, it kind of gives me Mr. Markle vibes, you know, going on the newspapers and talking, pleading with his daughter. But with Harry, he doesn't plead. He imposes himself on people. So why would he be coming home? And where is Meghan Markle in all of this equation? And his kids. His kids, you know, in all of this debacle, nobody says, if Harry comes home, is he bringing the kids along? So let's get into this, beautiful people.
The systemic change has to happen at the same time as the cultural change is happening. Because if you're reading something terrible about a woman, why are you sharing it with your friends?
Thank you for being here, guys. My name is Paula, and for those of you who are new, thanks for coming to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to take the time to thank all of you for having helped me build this community with you guys. It says it takes a village, and we are the village. I just want to say, because I got a lot of people saying, why are you always talking about Harry and Meghan Markle? Well, I just don't talk about Harry and Meghan Markle. I've also talked about King Charles and other royals and other celebrities. But my point with Harry and Meghan Markle is that they represent everything, in my opinion, that's wrong with this culture right now. The culture of entitlement, of rich victimhood, people who have absolutely no reason to be claiming to be victims. They're still doing it. You know, they're entitled. They use their platforms to harass and defame others, to cause harm to others. And God forbid anybody calls them out, because then you are a hater. That is the term given. So for those, I appreciate that. That is why I talk about them, because they're still there. They're not going away. And I know people say, well, you talking about them keeps them in the news. No. They want us to shut up because they want to continue behaving that way, but they don't want to be called out. So in this channel, we will call their asses out. Anybody's asses. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Please click the notification bell. Did you know that 61% of you guys don't have the notification bell on? Why not? So, and by the way, those of you keep asking about my hair, I will put in one of these things that I put. I don't even know how I put them. The rice water recipe that I use, guys. I know if you use the rice water recipe, the first 3 or 4 times, because your hair has got probably a lot of chemicals in it, then it'll be like freezing and stuff. But after 3 or 4 times that you use it, and I don't mean one day after the other, like when you get your hair, because the chemicals, the mousse, everything you put in your hair, it seeps into your hair, especially if you've had it for a long time. So you have to keep using it. And then suddenly you see, I don't blow dry my hair, guys. People say, oh, did you blow dry your hair? No, and it's not frizzy. And I can tell you it's raining like crazy outside. So yeah, so don't do my rice water recipe. It'll work, you know, just give it some time. Don't put any chemicals on it if you feel like following it or not, or doing it or not. So Harry, all these articles. Before we go though, my God, how beautiful, I mean, was the Duchess of Edinburgh. Did you see her with that tiara? That was really pretty. I really loved looking at her. And she was sitting on the place of pride. And let's all wish Princess Anne a happy and healthy and speedy recovery, along with Princess Catherine, who we know is battling cancer. And I'm doing a whole video about Piers Morgan and Princess Catherine, because this man is politely trolling. He's trolling Princess Catherine and hiding under the guise of politeness and concern, when that is not concern with the things he's been saying and even questioning. So I'm going to do a whole video about that. Yeah. So let's hope to give her a speedy recovery. She was looking beautiful and fab. And I mean, I love watching Princess Charlotte. You know, that must have been a kick in Meghan Markle's veneers, you know, watching or hearing Kelsey, you know, Kelsey, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, praised Prince William. You know, when before he had said fudge royalty, now he's saying, oh my God, he's a kick-ass dude. He's the real deal. And Princess Charlotte, do we all remember how Princess Charlotte was bullied by Jessica Mulroney and Meghan Markle, allegedly? How they belittled and denigrated a 2.5-year-old, well, almost 3-year-old. She wasn't quite 3 years old, but an almost 3-year-old little girl, calling her fat. And how Meghan Markle went out of her way to ensure that her dress was ill-fitted, badly tailored, uncomfortable. So listening to people say that Princess Charlotte is just, as we suspect, a beautiful little girl, take that in your veneers, Meghan Markle. I'm sure she's getting a new set of veneers as we speak right now. Ahua. So yes. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm doing a live on my Spanish channel today. I will be doing lives on my Spanish channel at 2 on Saturdays at 2 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So, and while I'm doing the lives, you can't use subtitles. You have to wait for the live to be over, and then you can use subtitles. And you can watch all my Spanish videos. Just click on subtitles and it'll appear. Well, I've rambled on enough. Paula, shut up and get to the topic. Okay. So we have now Prince Harry, sad. You remember, guys, when they went to Vancouver for that Invictus game, and they skipped the closing ceremony of the Invictus there because they went to that gala or that dinner that they had, which was expensive. Michael Bubbles, also known as Michael Bublé, was paid $1.5 million. So the Invictus Foundation is paying this guy $1.5 million to perform instead of using that money for the actual veterans. I digress. However, Michael Bublé, you remember that song, Regrets? I have a few, but then again, too few to mention. I'm sorry I'm singing, because he sang that song for Harry, and then he said that Harry did it. Harry did it his way, and Meghan Markle is clutching at him, and I'm like, look, I'm such a power woman, you know, my P-U-S-S-Y is such powerful. I got this idiot here, you know. So, well, it seems that now Harry is having serious regrets. Because now, regrets, he has a few. Or actually, too many to mention. Because now he's trying to head back home. I think that reality, you know, and the thing for Harry is how he's going to save face. The problem is that nobody's mentioning Harry heading home. What about the kids? Please leave it in the comments. There is absolutely minus 1 billion zero chance that Rachel Meghan Markle, that D-list, untalented, unemployed mattress actress who thinks that couch casting is a decent sport, is going to allow Harry to take her 2 little paychecks back to the UK. Those are, and you know what I think it is? I think, you know how Meghan is going to bring down the monarchy? When she confesses that she used a surrogate and that the royal family was complicit. That is the big secret, in my very humble opinion, that Meghan Markle is holding over the royals. And, you know, like, people are going to be in like, oh, you know, like, I love Meghan Markle. I wonder how many people are going to say that about Meghan Markle. But yeah, Meghan Markle is not going to allow Harry to take those 2 children, those 2 hostages. She's not going to allow him to free those 2 hostages from her claws and Doria's claws. Oh, I have such an interesting video coming about Doria. Sorry, I rant. So Harry now wants to come back home. He's using Catherine's illness. Oh, I need to go because without me, nobody can take care of Catherine the way I do. He's having issues with the visa. I disagree with many of my fellow YouTubers that say that the visa thinks it's not going to come out. It will come out. And I'm going to do a video about it. I'm going to tell you the thing about the visa. Ooh. But yes, I believe that he's feeling the pain. He's feeling, you know how the noose is coming around his neck? You know, like it's and they're about to hang him up. I think he wants to leave before it comes to that. I think he's realized that the Kool-Aid, that he drank too much of Meghan Markle's Kool-Aid, and he's not happy about it. He's not happy about it. Well, Harry's going to come because his father is sick. We have Princess Anne who's ill right now because, you know, as we said at the beginning of this video, we wish Princess Anne a speedy recovery. And what was it that Meghan Markle said? Are we going to revert to this victimhood narrative?
but it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
And the answer is, would it be fair to say
I
not
mean,
really?
what are we going to do
Okay.
here, guys?
And it's really been a struggle.
Are we really we're gonna discuss about this with this woman? Are you okay? Nobody's asked me if I'm okay. So we're gonna hear Meghan Markle go like crazy because Harry knows that the minute he leaves that woman, we're gonna see a lot more of that. Are you okay, Meghan Markle? Nobody's asked me if I'm okay. Yeah, because she's crossing. Yeah, she thinks that by crossing her eyes, it makes her look like a victim. No, it makes her look like a moron. It's just too funny, guys. You know, she thinks she looks like a victim like that. Suits is already filming, and Meghan Markle is not invited because she wanted to charge $1 million for that. She's broke. She's not attractive. People keep going, and I'm not, and you know why I comment about her looks? Because that is the only thing that the Sussex squad say that Meghan Markle has. But when you see her in real life with real pictures, without the Photoshop, without all the filters that she puts out, you get a different story. You get a different Meghan Markle. I'm sure that even the Sussex squad wouldn't be able to recognize the real Meghan Markle if she walked by. They would say, who's that chola? So, and like the maid said, by the way, go watch those two maids' interviews. Because Meghan Markle, as the maid said, she's seen Meghan attack Harry twice. Doria Ragland is now freaking out because Doria Ragland is not a maternal person. She's a rat. She will jump when the ship is sinking, looking for shore, looking for her best thing because she dumped her own daughter. Whether she was in jail or whatever, I don't know. I do. But she will jump ship because that's what she does. Meghan Markle jumps ship. She dumps people. So what is Harry going to do now? He's using his father. And you know what? He can say, because he is Counselor of State, who's domiciled, beautiful people. And domicile and residency is two separate things. You can have 20 residents. You can be a resident of 20 countries, but your domicile is always your country of origin. And to give it up, it's a bitch. It's hard to give it up. Even if you become a citizen, did you know that even if you become a citizen, I have different citizenships, and my son has 4 other citizenships. And but he's still, you know, he only has one domicile, and Harry is domiciled in the United Kingdom, and that's all he requires to be a Council of State, be over the age of 21, and be in the first in the line, be in the next 4 within the line of succession, which he meets all the legal requirements. So, do you really think that Harry's coming because he cares about Princess Catherine or his own father, the King Charles? You know, for all the flack I give Charles here, having cancer is no picnic. And I do really feel bad for the guy, you know? And having to put up with his wayward son, that idiot. I don't even know how Harry got into the military. No wonder it was easy for Meghan Markle I believe that Prince Harry was the easiest mark for Meghan Markle, for this Soho household, and for her pimp, Marcus Anderson, allegedly. I have to say that for legal reasons. So do you think that Harry's going to fly to the UK and going to abandon his children? Do you think that Meghan Markle would allow him to bring the kids on his own? I don't think so. I think she'd be terrified that once he finds with his children on his own in the United Kingdom, he'll say, you know what, I'm not coming back. I'm staying here for another 6 months. And that'll be the end of Meghan Markle. That'll be the end of Meghan Markle. This is why Meghan Markle will not. And the funny thing is that, Harry, if you're watching this video, so you know, legally, Meghan Markle can't stop you from vacationing alone with your children out of the country. And you can have your children up to 6 months out of the country on vacation as long as you don't declare a resident place without her permission. But you can travel the world with your children on your own. If Meghan Markle and Ashley are telling you, Denise, Samantha Markle's daughter, are telling you that you can't travel without your children, that is not true. Under the law, you are entitled to take your children on vacation without the mother, as long as you bring them back after 6 months. So you could have your kids, you can spend 6 months in the United Kingdom with both children, letting them meet the families, even if they're born out of surrogates. You know, so think about that, Harry. So now, if you're going to come to the UK, Bring your kids with you. Regrets? I am sure Harry has quite a few. Now he's looking around and he's not liking what he's seeing. What do you think Meghan Markle's next move is going to be? Because now we had the Sussex Squad, and I'm not going to give him promotion. On the Sussex Squad Instagram account, they posted the podcast of Taylor Swift's boyfriend trashing the monarchy. Oh, fudge the royals. But then why don't they post the next one here? Because he's changed his mind. You know, people are allowed to change their minds. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think he'll actually leave Meghan Markle, manage to fly over with the children? Because that's the struggle for Harry. Flying over with his children. So, I mean, leave me your comments. Do you think he's coming to the UK because he truly, genuinely cares about Princess Catherine and his father? Or do you think he's still under the clutches of Meghan Markle, and Meghan Markle is telling him to go? Go, because we need that royal link still. We're really down in the dumps. I mean, I feel bad for the kids. Of all of this, I only feel bad for those children if they exist. What do you guys think?